Hello everybody, this is Neil Belmont and I hope you're all having a wonderful week. I apologize for not posting any videos last week as it was fairly difficult to do so. Also, I have finally made a Twitter account and the link will be in the description below. However, I am back on track, and with that it is with great pleasure to present to everybody Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. This is a game that has been in development for 4 years, and it finally came out this week. I can't wait to go over the game with everybody. As for the actual voiceover segments that I'm doing, I'm not going to go over cutscenes and character interactions. I really don't like that. But for the most part, if it's interesting, you'll hear my opinion on it. So, right now I'm just going through the menu, no big setting up. I just find it personally very difficult to constantly, every video, hour to an hour, to talk about something. I'd rather everyone enjoy the content that I'm putting out, and when I need to say something, I'll point it out. I don't like to ramble. I hate rambling. So for right now, there's nothing too much going on. It's, you know, there's not much that I can do. I'm just gonna, I do me, and that's all I can. So right now the screen is loading. Nothing big. I guess first things first, the first couple of videos, it's just gonna be me voicing over the footage I did, as I didn't really understand how I wanted to proceed with the video, and right now is a cutscene.
産業革命による時代の変化は人々の価値観をも大きく変化させた。それは精神文化の衰退を意味していた。1783年、ラキ火山の噴火によりヨーロッパ全土が暗闇に覆われていたその時、闇に紛れるかのようにイギリスの一部の都市で大量の悪魔があふれ出したのである。それは止める者の心変わりにより既得権益を失うことを恐れた錬金術師たちによる暴走だった。彼らは自らの秘術で作り出した悪魔の力と同調する結晶を移植した人間、シャードリンカーを生贄としてこの世に大量の悪魔を召喚させたのだ。人々を巻き添えにしたその動乱は教会の力によって鎮められたが、支払った代償はあまりにも大きすぎた。一方、全て死んだと思われていたシャードリンカーであったが、悪魔召喚の儀式の中で唯一奇跡的に生き残った青年、ジーベル。儀式の直前に謎の眠りに落ち、儀式を免れた少女、ミリア。この2名だけがかろうじて悲劇を逃れていたのであった。それから10年の月日が流れ、人々が全てを忘れ去ったの。また再び悪魔が城と共に現れる。時を同じくして眠りから目覚めたミリアム。その血塗られた儀式がジーベルの仕業と知った彼女は錬金術師ヨハネスと共にその呪われた城へと赴く。運命を乗せた船はその時をただ待つのみであった。
And here's Miriam, the main character. The first thing I want to point out is that this
ねえ
is the
ヨハネス
Japanese voiceover that
本
I've
当にジー
decided
ベ
to
ル
do.
が悪魔を
それは間違いないミリアム。
やっぱり信じられない。だって私が今生きているのはジーベルのおかげなのよ。
君の信じたい気持ちもわかる。だけど確かな情報なんだ。そして10年前の事件、彼を変えるには十分すぎた。本当にすまない。僕の仲間たちが君たちにしたこと、許されることじゃないんだ。
あなたが謝る必要はないわ。ヨハネスはいつも私たちを守ってくれてたもの。
だけど
そんな昔のことより今やるべきことを考えるべきだわ。本当にジーベルの仕業なら私が止めなくちゃいけない。それが彼との約束だから。
本来なら親友だった僕が。
シャードの実験のためにたくさん戦闘訓練も積んでるし、私のやれることをやるだけよ。ところでどうして私は10年も眠っていたの？
それが僕にもわからないんだ。分かっているのは時間を止めるような特別な術式の魔法だったこと。それと力の減衰を観測することでちょうど10年で目覚めるだろうと予測できたことぐらいだ。
そう。
そろそろ目的地に着きそうだ。準備をしておいた方がいいな。そこの箱に必要な装備を入れておいた。まずはそれを取って装備するんだ。
Alright, so right now I'm just going through the menu, figuring out, gameplay mechanics. This wasn't the first video that I did. My original was very horrible. I didn't really enjoy that original footage as I was just rushing. And I really don't like that. Some things I do want to point out though. Here we have the shard mechanic, which is very similar to Soma Cruz in Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow and Area of Sorrow, which he had Power of Dominance, which had to do with a soul mechanic and by defeating your enemies. Same mechanic in this game right here. Defeat it, have an RNG percentage number, defeat a boss, and you will get their ability, or some form of their ability. First thing well, not the first thing, but one thing I wanted to point out was that for the voice actress of Miriam and the voice actor of Johannes, they are voiced by Japanese seiyuu. Miriam is voiced by Amy Koshimizu, and you've probably heard her voice in Sailor Moon Crystal as Makoto Kino, who is Sailor Jupiter, and the main heroine for Kill la Kill as Ryuko Matoi. And for Johannes, he is voiced by Kazuyuki Okitsu. In my opinion, I know him best for his role as the Gentleman, Jonathan Joestar in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1, Phantom Blood. So for JoJo fans who want to watch this, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty hyped to know that they really got some high quality voice actors for the Japanese side and the English side, like Jabon, or rather no, Zangetsu is voiced by David Hayter on the English side, and when I do a new playthrough of the game, I'm going to go through the English side as well because I want to experience everything. I mean, so many people put so much effort into this game that I really just want to absorb both sides. But I started the Japanese side, the Japanese voice actor side, just out of curiosity. And looking up the kind of voice acting power they have, it's just, I'm just amazed. And really, Koshimizu-san, she really brings out, I think, a nice feminine side to Miriam. I really liked how she sounded in the beginning. You know, very feminine, not too tough, not too soft either. And I can't wait to see how the story progresses. And to see, you know, if she gets sad or when she really gets mad and goes off the rails. So right now, I'm just searching around, killing enemies, finding secrets. Good old Castlevania stuff. Right there, killing harpies. And look at that, an HP max up. Now, I know with my friend, we played a little bit, I think, of the beta? I believe so. It was a while ago. I definitely remember playing, like, the early demo stage back when Mighty Number 9 was announced, and I remember being actually really depressed that week because of how much of a underwhelming experience Mighty Number 9 was. And I still even remember when Bloodstained was originally announced that for some reason I had no problem backing it for some reason. I put enough that I went for the physical Switch copy, which I haven't received yet, but it's like something in my mind just told me, like, trust Igarashi, trust this man, he knows what he's doing. For Mighty Number 9, I only put in the bare minimum enough to get a digital copy, so I think it was like $10 or something. I don't know, maybe call it instinct, call it trust, but for some reason my mind was telling me Bloodstained is gonna end up, you know, okay, it's gonna end up, it's in good hands. I don't want to say okay, but you understand what I mean, right? It's like, I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't worried about putting, you know, the $60 tier for a physical copy. It just felt right to me. And yeah, it's, I mean, this was me giving me having a second go at it, really just clearing my mind and just focusing and trying to have fun rather than rushing and making a video. Because really, I think that's why I hate the first video so much. It's like, ooh, it's Bloodstained, everyone else is putting videos, I gotta put mine out too. No, I feel like I should just work at my own pace, you know, and enjoy the adventure for what it is, because really, I just want to do this, and for everyone who watches it, I just want to socialize with them. Because, well, what's not fun about a brand new Castlevania game? You can't beat that. It's like my favorite series. I mean, I'm also doing a no-hit run of blood damage runs. Just like, I can never get enough of this series. And just to hear people's, you know, opinions and the things that they like or the things that they don't like, the things that I don't know. I was just thinking, get it out instead of enjoy. So that was an important learning lesson for me personally, in trying to learn how this whole YouTube thing works. Now, these creatures here, they really remind me of the dragon pillars from the OG Castlevania. You know, they stack on each other. Some games you can stand on top of them, some games you can't. And right now I'm just messing with it. If there's anything that I could admit for the Metroidvanias, is that sometimes I do enjoy the grinding aspect. Now, not the longest, mind you, but sometimes getting a nice cool item is just what I enjoy. another thing that I noticed about me really when I sat down and playing and was really thinking about it is that I tend to be more methodical than I thought when playing a Metroidvania, and I really wonder if it's because I played Order of Ecclesia back in the day. Between Dawn, Portrait, and Ecclesia really forced you to understand enemy weaknesses, and I don't know how or why, but it was very different from the previous games in the series. Shinoa didn't feel as powerful as Jonathan with the whip or someone with the souls. Like, the attacks weren't as damaging either unless you really knew how to, you know, it's not abuse because it's within the game system, but really understand enemy weaknesses and types. And I feel that Bloodstained is following a bit of the same path. It's not like Symphony. People want to say, you know, this game is, you know, a love letter to Symphony Night. To me, I really feel that it's just a love letter to everything that Iga has done up until that point. It's no one single game. Yes, I can see that there'll probably be more references to Symphony than anything. I know in one of the trailers she can invert the castle, which is obviously a very big Symphony gameplay mechanic, right? Obviously after saving Richter from Shaft. But it's like, when I played Symphony, you can just get one really good weapon, and we're not talking like Crusagram or Alucard shield and shield rod combo. No, just get a really good weapon and you can just beast through it like no problem. And I would even say that that happened in Area of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow, because in Area of Sorrow you had, I believe, the Clim Soleil, and that was just, to me, that was the best weapon in the game, bar none. In Dawn of Sorrow, I can't remember which weapon was best, but I know that whatever weapon I chose, it was solid. And in Portrait of Ruin, obviously the big weapon was Vampire Killer. Alright, so yeah, the Uber weapon, I don't know what'll be in this game. You can do things like crafting, very similar to Dawn of Sorrow with Yoko Bonades, who was also able to craft things as well. Right now, I'm just searching through the demons list or the bestiary, learning certain weaknesses, what they're weak against, what they're strong against, their drop rate, shard rate. They also tell you which areas they spawn in, so apparently they also tell you other places as well. At this point in the game, I didn't even reach the entrance or anything like that, so they're actually kind of telling you areas beforehand, which can be good or bad, depending on how you accept that kind of information. Like, now I know that if I wanted to get more flame cannons, I'd have to concentrate on the galleon, which is kind of weird. I mean, you would only put the cannons on the ship? But yeah, now I'm just going through more of the shards. One thing I do want to point out that I don't fully comprehend is the ranking system. I'm not sure what that's supposed to do for an individual and how that exactly works. Grade I can understand, because if it's anything like Dawn and Area, more souls simply means that it just buffs up that ability and whatever it does. So if it's an attack, it does more damage. If it's support, maybe a longer time, like a transformation or something, or if it's a status thing, you know, amplifies whatever stat it goes over. Now, right now, again, just trying to learn the different, more, I guess you can say, analytical stuff to the game from the archive section. So it even says access a wealth of information. So yeah, let's see, I got some SP rounds. Not too much going on. Right now I feel like if I recall, I'm just grinding. Nothing too interesting going on at the moment. So here I'm just testing out what works against a kind of enemy like this. You know, always just trying to test out what's the most optimal solution to every enemy. Only then I think I probably realized it that it is a ghost and there's really nothing that I have that can hurt it in the way that I want to right now. So I think maybe after a couple tries I just hightail it because there's really no use for it. Let's see. And then here we go. I like that kind of interaction between the boss, because right then and there it gives you an idea of what kind of a creature that you may be facing. Like, you wonder why all of a sudden the galleon, the ship, is in the condition it is, and it's because of that thing, you know. So without wasting much story time or cutscenes or anything like that, it just said, hey, here's a thing that's creating holes, and yeah. So here, getting a little bit better at learning how to counteract him, realizing he's slow. The enemy here really reminds me of the giant armor in Rondo of Blood that'll throw the chain on you, which also made an appearance on a ship as well, so I kind of like that throwback. So really, again, taking that curse, Dracula's Curse, Rondo of Blood kind of idea with some of the enemy placement. So here we have cannon fire, and here we have a shortcut. Here's me more with trying to figure out everything. No. Sometimes the descriptions are fun, but at that time I guess I was just looking more at the stats. And I skipped reading that book. I gotta go back and read it. And here's a save point. Yeah, I think I love saving a lot in Metroidvanias. It's just a thing I do. Save rooms are some of my favorite places. Here, kick a couple stuff. Hairband. Heh. You know, when I first originally did this, I stuck to the hairband because Miriam looks really cute while wearing it. But I just like that crazy, just tough looking, like it's ridiculous. A cute girl like that having a spiked helmet? Alright, I'll buy it. Here we get some more SP runs, and then we get the Musketoon. Now, the musketoon isn't strong by any stretch or means of the imagination, but man, this is giving me major Albus vibes from Order of Ecclesia. But also, I mean, because Albus isn't the first gunslinger in Castlevania. No one talks about him, but Henry Aldery from Legacy of Darkness was the first firearms protagonist in the series. I believe, I'm not sure if it was a Colt that he shot, but yeah, it was a 6-shooter. Every 6 shots or so, you would have to do not a manual, it would do an auto reload, but it was actually kind of cool because you can just shoot enemies from afar. Like, a lot of the times the enemies couldn't even get near you in comparison to playing Cornell, Reinhardt, or even Carrie. The dude was just like bang, 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 and most of the enemies would drop. So there we just found a special item. I'm gonna save again because you never know what can happen. And right now, in a couple minutes, I believe, there is gonna be a cut. It's gonna be very abrupt, you'll notice it. What happened was, instead of setting the video to an hour, I had it set at half an hour. Because usually, like, the clips I've been doing now have only needed, you know, really half an hour at most, and I was pushing it, you know? But a game like this where I want to go over exploration, I want to go over items, I want to go over various factors with everybody and the experience, I don't think, if anything, 30 minutes is going to be the minimum from what I've been trying to record. So right now, again, you know, there's really not much I can add, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna let the footage roll for these last couple of moments. Okay, so never mind what I said about that. Right here I was testing the musketoon, and it was here that I really figured and learned about backdashing a mechanic and attacking more than once. It really helps with the attack speed of something. And here it's just a normal block push. Nothing to alert the media with. And then, of course, well, it's a whip. I mean, there's, right? I think everyone who's watching this video already knows what this means, and especially for a channel like this, it's, you know, it's gonna be my main method of attacking in this game. But that doesn't mean I don't want to try other weapons either. I feel as though that this game does what the previous games that EA worked on made me not really want to do, and that's experiment. Dawn, I never really cared for experimentation. For Portrait, I mean, it was kind of almost like a main story mechanic to fight against Richter's memory, and once you get that, it kind of made a lot of the other weapons kind of, in my opinion. And then Order of Ecclesia was really the only game where, again, experimentation was really focused upon. And it seems like Bloodstained is going to do the same thing like Ecclesia did, where it's going to pay off to just experiment so much. And there, you know, just did a JoJo pose, so boom. They know. Now it's just a little bit glaring. And here, I think, yeah, in a couple seconds that abrupt cut is going to appear and show itself. I'm actually trying to get a a special item, but I messed up the first time. As you can see, I fell kind of flat on that. So I think what I did was I went to the save room and went all the way back to try it again. So we'll see what happens. So attacking some enemies, no problem. That's nothing spectacular about that, right? The norm. Ooh, huh. That was a pretty weird death animation. So whip. You can really see the speed of the whip as you short hop. So that's one thing I'm wondering, is that with the musket, it paid more to do a back step, but for the whip, it pays more to do a short hop. So I'm going to assume that every weapon has a different application in utilizing it to the best of its potential. So 1, 2, 3, and there we go. We went over it. And with that, we got a Plunderer's Ring. Looking at its effect. Ooh, increases the drop rate of items. So really, yeah, that's the kind of things to really look forward to, you know? And then here was killing some rats, getting a red chest, 500G. Not too bad at all. I mean, now I know, but yeah, save progress. So saving, I mean, it's getting close to the end. If you survived this long, thank you very much for watching this whole video. It was a bit much. I think this is the longest video I've ever done, but next video we are going to go over, we're just going to annihilate the boss. There's no ands or ifs, but there's nothing fancy. We're just going to curb stomp this boss. Thank you for watching till next time, and have a nice day.